Hello and welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd and you were watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got some breaking news coming out here for you. We're going to do an update regarding the Houthi rebels down in Yemen. And I haven't covered the Houthi rebels in a very long time now, maybe like 2 months or something like that, because there really hasn't been much going on down here. We know that U.S. CENTCOM forces are operating down in the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden to protect the Red Sea shipping lanes, but there hasn't really been much happening. We have had reports of drones being shot down. I'm not sure about ballistic missiles, but for sure drones being shot down off the coast of Yemen. But we haven't had any like actual ships that were struck or anything like that in quite a while. It's been relatively quiet for the most part. And I think that's because things kind of winded down in the Gaza Strip. But now that we're about to have this Rafah invasion happen in the Gaza Strip, I think that's why attacks are starting to pick up. So now I've got this story here that the Houthis struck a oil tanker in the Red Sea. They actually struck it twice with two ballistic missiles, and they also shot down another MQ-9 Reaper drone. Okay, these are attack drones that the U.S. uses, and they've shot down a total of 3 of these in the last few months. Okay, so these are like $30 million drones, and they've shot down 3 of them. Okay, so like $90 million down the drain for the U.S. military just in these MQ-9 Reaper drones that have been shot down. So I've got some more information we're going to be going over here. We're going to talk more about this ship. This was the MV Andromeda Star that got struck. It's similar to the one you see in the photo here, but this is just for reference. It's not the exact ship that was struck as far as I know. So let's go ahead and get right into this. We have a post here on X. This is from U.S. Central Command, okay, CENTCOM forces. April 26th, CENTCOM Red Sea update. At 5:49 p.m. Sanaa time on April 26th, Iranian-backed Houthi terrorists launched 3 anti-ship ballistic missiles, or ASBMs, from Houthi-controlled areas of Yemen into the Red Sea in the vicinity of MV Maisha. So the MV Maisha was another ship that was nearby that was not hit, but it was in the vicinity of this attack, which was an Antigua, Barbados-flagged Liberia-operated vessel, and MV Andromeda Star, which was a UK-owned and Panamanian-flagged Seychelles-operated vessel. And Seychelles is a country in Eastern Africa, if you didn't know that. MV Andromeda Star reports minor damage, but is continuing its voyage. So the MV Andromeda Star was struck by, as far as we know, 2 ballistic missiles, which reported to have minor damage, but it continued its journey. So it says here, no injuries or other damage reported by U.S. coalition or commercial ships at this time. So thankfully, nobody was hurt in this attack, because what was it, back in February, I think I reported, we had an attack on a commercial vessel. I think it was in the Red Sea, and it was struck by like multiple ballistic missiles, and there was definitely some casualties there. We had several people that were killed and badly burned in this attack. So, and I kept saying for months too, when this first began, like back in, I think it was December or January, somewhere around there when these attacks first started, that eventually at some point there was going to be someone that was going to be hurt or potentially killed in these attacks. And then it finally happened in like February, I believe. So like I said, from February until right around now, it's been relatively quiet for about 2 months now, maybe 3 months almost. And now we're starting to see these attacks pick back up. And I think a lot of this has to do with the Rafah invasion that's coming in southern Gaza that's set to resume here pretty soon. The IDF is going to start moving in to engage with Hamas, and they're starting to evacuate Palestinian civilians right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over this as well on Al Jazeera. Yemen's Houthis damage oil tanker, shoot down U.S. drone. MV Andromeda Star suffers damage, and MQ-9 Reaper drone shot down in latest escalation by the Houthis. Yemen's Houthis have damaged an oil tanker and downed another MQ-9 Reaper drone of the United States as they promise more attacks in opposition to Israel's war on Gaza. The Iran-aligned group's military spokesman Yahya Saree said in his latest televised video address early on Saturday that British oil ship Andromeda Star was targeted in the Red Sea with missiles and was directly hit. U.S. military confirmed that the group fired 3 anti-ship ballistic missiles into the Red Sea, at multiple targets and damaged MV Andromeda star. The missile was recently sold to a company registered in Seychelles, Reuters reported. So yeah, apparently there was multiple ships that were under attack, but only the MV Andromeda star was hit, according to CENTCOM. Okay, so MV Andromeda star reports minor damage, but is continuing its voyage, the U.S. Central Command said in a post on X, adding there were no injuries or damage reported by the maritime military coalition led by the U.S. that is deployed in the area to counter attacks from Yemen. One thing I want to note here about this is, yes, U.S. forces are still down there protecting the Red Sea shipping lane, but as far as I know, I think it was the Dwight D. Eisenhower aircraft carrier left the Red Sea. It was operating down in that area as well for a while, for several months, and it has left the Red Sea and moved north up off the coast of Gaza to support the U.S. troops that are trying to build. There's like a port that they're trying to build. It's like a floating port to bring aid into the Gaza Strip via ships and vessels. So they're operating off the coast of Gaza now. The Houthi military spokesman also said in its air defense forces in Yemen also shot down an MQ-9 Reaper attack drone of the U.S. military with a missile in the airspace of the Sada Governorate while it was carrying out hostile missions. U.S. military did not comment on the drone, but U.S. broadcaster CBS News confirmed that an MQ-9, which cost about $30 million, crashed inside Yemen early on Friday and said an investigation is underway. So again, $30 million per drone. Isn't that crazy? $90 million out of 3 drones that have been shot down. And then think about all the missiles that have been fired too. You know, these missiles could be millions of dollars each, and they're used to shoot down drones that cost, $5,000. So the U.S. military is spending a lot of money, if you think about it, on weaponry right now, okay? This is not just Yemen. This is also weapons going to Israel, weapons going to Ukraine. We just had a $61 billion aid package going to Ukraine. So think about the amount of money right now that just the United States alone is spending on war, okay? We're talking probably at this point hundreds of billions of dollars in weaponry going all over the world, okay? So this is the 3rd U.S. attack drone shot down by the Houthis since the start of the war on Gaza, which the first brought down in November, followed by another in February. The Yemeni group made no comments about further attacks on vessels in its nearby waterways, but the U.S. military said the anti-ship missiles fired by the Houthis also targeted MV Maisha, an Antigua Barbados-flagged Liberia-operated vessel. It reported no damage. So I'll go ahead and cite this down below. You guys can read it more. There's lots of information here. I just wanted to go over the main portion of it with you and share this news. So again, the MV Andromeda star suffers damage, comes under attack by 2 ballistic missiles. Also, the MV Maisha was almost struck too because it was in the vicinity of this attack. So we know for sure at least 2 ships were in this area that came under attack. And I've also been seeing lots of attacks on warships as well, U.S. warships coming under attack. But as far as I know, they've been able to defend themselves. And again, this MQ-9 Reaper drone, another one, a 3rd MQ-9 Reaper drone shot down. So $30 million in losses again by the U.S. military by losing another MQ-9 Reaper drone. So that's going to be it for this update, though. I'm sure we're going to be seeing more attacks down here in the Red Sea. I'll probably be doing more updates because we've heard that the Houthis are going to be going after ships in the Indian Ocean now. And I also reported several months ago as well that the Houthis were going to start targeting ships around the Cape of Good Hope, okay, going around Africa. All these ships that are choosing to divert and go around Africa, that they were going to start targeting them as well, but we haven't quite seen that yet. So I don't know, maybe we'll see that later. So let me know what you think down below regarding this story. Share your thoughts, concerns, and opinions down in the comments section. If you got something out of this update, please smash that like button. And also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, I hope y'all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless. And we'll see you in the next one.